But but, I hope this doesn't mean tally's not an option anymore. That'd kind of suck, but, okay.
You have a recommendation as a doctor?
Watch for bugs. Could be planted anywhere. Can perform exam later if necessary. Will need probes. Biotic ability also gives benefits. Forwarding booklet to your quarters. Includes diagrams, exercises, inventive uses of mass effect fields. Can supply oils or ointments to reduce discomfort. Gave ED electronic relationship aid demonstration vids to use as necessary.
Wait a minute, Borden. You're just yanking me around, aren't you?
Shocking suggestion. Doctor-patient confidentiality, a sacred trust. Would never dream of mockery. Enjoy yourself while possible, Shepard. We'll be here studying cell reproduction. Much simpler, less alcohol and mood music required.
Okay. That was weird. I really do hope that doesn't, like, include Tally's romance now, because that would just, I mean, that
No messages for you, Commander.
would be kind of annoying, to be honest. Speaking of which, I guess we should probably go down to engineering and talk with Tally. Possibly get a romance going with her, if it's still possible at all. At this point, I haven't made a decision on Tally or Miranda, really. I'm leaning more towards the Tally romance, but it's looking less and less possible, so... At this point, I just want to keep the options open, really, to be honest. And hopefully they still are. Let's go find out. Oh, Tally. Do you like me?
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
Sure. Let me just... Come on, you little boshtet! Oh, sorry. I've got a small fever and I'm taking it out on the poor drive core. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Got sloppy while doing some suit repair.
You're sick? Do you need help or time to rest?
Really, it's not that bad. If a stray bit of bacteria could really kill us, we'd have all died by now. The fever should go away in a day or two. Don't worry, it won't affect my performance on the mission. It's not even an illness, really. What we experience is actually an acute allergic reaction.
How exactly does the sickness work? It's an allergic reaction?
Right. Say I get exposed to a human disease, like... What did Navigator Presley have that time? Chickenpox? I wouldn't get chickenpox, but I'd run a fever as my system reacted to the foreign presence. Depending on where it hits me, I could get other symptoms. Nausea, vomiting, everything you'd expect from being sick.
How did you get sick this time?
I took some fire in a fight back on the Allerai. Nothing serious, but I needed to open my suit to check the wound. I disinfected properly, but one of the section seals had taken some damage, and foreign matter got out of the disinfected zone. It was a stupid mistake. You always check your seals before doing local treatment. Unless you forget. Then you get a damn fever.
You can seal off part of your suit?
Right. Like dropping emergency doors on a ship during a hull breach. It won't stop an infection that gets into my bloodstream, but it prevents a surface infection from spreading.
Were your immune system stronger before the Geth drove you from your homeworld?
Not as strong as those of most races, definitely. I'm not a biologist, but there's a theory about it. Because our planet lacked insect life, plants developed symbiotic relationships with large animals to spread seeds or pollen. Most viruses on our world were partially beneficial, so our immune systems evolved to be weak. They were more likely to adapt to contamination than fight it.
But Quarians colonized other worlds. They couldn't all have been like that.
They weren't. Most colonists went through a period of mild illness before adapting to the new environment. When the Geth took the homeworld and our colonies, the sterile environment on the flotilla ruined our immune system's adaptability. Even if we colonized a new world or reclaimed our own, we'd need a long process of bioengineering to recover.
I don't know if I could live inside a suit my whole life.
We are in our suits even among family. The most intimate thing we can do with another Quarian is link our suit environments. We get sick at first and then we adapt. It's our most important gesture of trust, of acceptance. I haven't trusted anyone enough for that, though. Except, well, no Quarians. You know what I mean.
I appreciate the thought, Tali, and I feel the same way. But you don't have to prove anything to me.
I know. Well, not that I know, but I didn't mean it like that. It's wow, it's really hot in here. It's just that the tradition also signifies a willingness for, intimacy. I wasn't trying to... It's not always like that. It's more... how did we even end up talking about this?
I guess the romance still is possible. This is awesome. Okay, sure.
You have nothing to be embarrassed about, Tali. I feel the same way about you.
Really? I didn't You never... Well, good. Anyway, I should get back to work. But thanks for coming by and talking.
Hey, I guess it's still possible. Yay! That's awesome. So how many people does Shepard have interested in him now? Kelly, Miranda, Tali. He could have Jack too, but we're not going to even bother. I just don't care for Jack that much, to be honest. I really don't. Psychopathic killers just don't interest me in the slightest, really.
Shepard,
Just checking in. How you doing?
Battlemaster, I have everything. Clan, kin, and enemies to fight.
That's all for now.
Shepard,
I get the idea Grunt's pretty much done with dialogue. I'll still check with him in case something new should happen, but I get the general gist that he's pretty much done. How about you, Zaid? What do you have to say?
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You
Sure.
might learn something. I was trying to remember how many Cerberus operatives I've killed. Lost track around 50. Guess your elusive man's big on forgiveness. Get a knife stuck in the right way, and you can pull that plate right off a Krogan's head. It's the best way to get a Krogan to talk. The threat of it drives them mad.
Okay, either you've told me this before, or I've seen this in another Let's Play pretty recently, but I remember hearing this.
I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Okay, so anyways, talk to everybody here. Jack won't have anything to say till we do her loyalty mission at some point. So let's go to the crew quarters. See if Kasumi has anything to say about Samara and or her daughter, and or Tali's interest, and or Miranda's interest.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all. It must have been really hard for Samara to ask you to help kill her own daughter. She told me she really appreciated your help. As hardcore as she is, I'm not sure she could have done it with it.
Okay, that was weird.
The Normandy runs so quietly. I'm not used to hearing my footsteps when I walk.
That wasn't an issue with Kasumi, that was just my computer lagging or whatever, the stupid thing.
One of the girls in navigation thinks she might be pregnant. Even aboard a Cerberus vessel, life finds a way.
Uh-huh.
Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Okay. Samara, you should have plenty to say. You just killed your daughter after all. Oh, that's Edie. Never mind. I thought maybe I could shut the window on this too.
Morinth haunted my dreams and waking hours equally. For the first time in 400 years, I am free. I am a ruined vessel of sorrow and regret, but I am free. It is not a feeling I can describe.
Was it worth it?
It was never a question of worth, but of need. I had to take the action I did, as did she. This was never a story that would have a happy outcome.
You did your duty. What about your feelings?
One of my daughters is dead. My hopes, my dreams were all bound up in my children. Still, my feelings have always come after my duty. The same is true of you.
You said that Morinth was a monster, but she was still your daughter.
She was the strongest and smartest. She would not accept the injustice thrust upon her. She fought to the end. I am so proud of her, Shepard.
I don't know, I'm not really digging her dark leather outfit thing. She looks too much like Morinth, and I don't know, it just kind of blends into the dark atmosphere and stuff. I might have to change it back.
You killed her for being what she was.
And I would again. But I also know what it means to leave everything behind and fight.